Good morning. Today is Tuesday, August the 15th. The time right now in Kuala Lumpur is 9:20 in the morning, and I'll be leaving back for Singapore later in the afternoon. Now, let's do a bit of a recap. Overnight, nothing really much happened in equity markets. We can see that the Dow Jones is basically in holding pattern. Market last traded at 35,363 in the futures contract. Now, obviously, we are referencing the micro E-mini Dow futures, and this is still having the same impact. I'm basically maintaining the view that we probably will see another downtick, perhaps to test the 3,471 to 3,489 levels. Now, this is basically a corrective pullback unless we see a waterfall kind of collapse in prices. For the time being, we will take this as a corrective pullback, leaving the possibility of another rally going forward. But again, as we approach this next week, the danger will rise because I do expect some kind of a big reaction in the month of August. So we have to see what happens this week itself. And tonight we're going to have the release of the retail sales. Market do expect a robust number. This morning we saw the release of Japan's Q2 GDP number, which came in at a surprisingly 6% on an annualized basis, ahead of market expectation of a rise to 3.1%. So there was a massive miss in estimates, and we will have to see what kind of reaction we're going to get in equity markets around the world. But so far, Japanese equity market has only risen 1%, which is nothing when you consider that the GDP number is so robust. Again, we will have to watch. Now, in the S&P 500, again, we are referencing the micro E-mini S&P 500 futures. Prices hit a bottom at 4,458 and three-quarter last Friday, and now prices are beginning to rebound as I was expecting a rebound. But basically, I think the entire structure here does not look complete. I still believe that we're going to see another move downwards below 4,458 and three-quarter over time. So in the meantime, if the market do rebound, the barrier to higher prices will obviously be in the 4,500 levels. So we will see how the market reacts when the market does, if and when it does attempt to rally the market. To watch out, the level to watch out will be 4,540 to 4,560 levels. So within the 20 points range, I think the market should be able to be kept, and then we can see our another extension of this drop from 4,634 and a half. So do watch out for another move to the downside. And in the Nasdaq 100, we also see a rebound from Friday's low of 15,000 thereabout, and the market now is edging towards the level which I think will meet resistance. The level is 15,440 to 15,530 levels. Let's see what kind of reaction we get over time. And basically, the market has already hit my initial target at 15,000. So I do expect another pullback down to perhaps to my alternate target at 14,850. So again, this is still a possibility here. In Asia, we see that the market has actually hit a bottom yesterday at 18,500, very close to the July low of 18,300. So we can see that this market here is extending lower. We want to see a very robust rebound if it ever comes. So far, the market has not gone there yet, and I think there is a possibility it can go either way. Okay, because we do see a bit of demand here, but basically it's pretty tentative at the time being. We're still going to leave the possibility of another extended decline below 18,300. Now, in the Shanghai Composite Index, of course, we do not trade this index itself. The market saw a double bottom yesterday with a test of 3,144.4, which we last saw last month. And yesterday we had a low at 3,141, and we see a bit of a rebound this morning. Of course, this is the 4 hours time frame, and this is already telling us that the market have a further more to fall. And I do expect after this initial rebound here, we're going to see another drop below the 4,140 levels. So do watch out for an extended fall in the Shanghai Composite Index. And of course, we're also going to be expecting the industrial production number in about an hour's time. So we will see what number it comes out, but I don't think it's going to be a pretty number number. So let's watch out for some kind of reaction. Now, earlier on, I did mention that Japan GDP number was very robust. The market actually has a knee-jerk reaction from a low of 32,000, bounce up to 32,400 thereabout, and now it's looking to be losing some steam. Now, on the back of this very robust GDP number, we should be able to see a massive rally, but so far we have not seen it. So this is a little bit worrying for those who believe that on a fundamental perspective we should be able to see higher prices. But again, it's a bit too early to conclude that this is not going to happen. We have already seen a three-wave rebound from the low of 31,660 all the way to 32,810. Now this happened in a three-wave corrective rally. And after yesterday's drop to 32,000, the market was preparing to go lower, but this morning GDP number stopped this decline in its track. So right now there is a possibility we cannot ignore that we could be seeing a larger degree three-wave rally, perhaps targeting 33,160 to 33,430. So this remains a possibility, although overall the structure does suggest that we may see further losses in the period forward. So again, if we ever see a bounce, this could be a better level to actually sell, because I'm basically quite bearish on equity markets overall. So we can see that this, if this going to result in a rally, it's going to be a godsend, because we can anchor shorts at much higher levels. Okay, and in the currency, we can see that the dollar index has become very, very robust. Yesterday we have a test of 103.23 with a marginal high at 103.33 before it pulls back down. Now this is still very tentative. We can see that it is possibly a fake move here. If the market do close anytime soon below the 102.63, then the market would have confirmation that this is entirely a fake move and the market is priced to go lower. If that's the case, tentative target will be 101.55 for now. Let's see whether this is going to end up as a fake move. Okay, do watch out for that as well. In the euro versus the dollar, we can see that the euro dollar actually traded to a low of 108.75 overnight, and we have a bit of a bounce, but this bounce is so far very tentative. Let's see whether it can actually hold and create a rally beyond the 110 levels. So again, we have to watch. The market has already come down in the three-wave decline from 112.75, hitting a low of 108.75. So we have a 400 pips collapse here, and it's getting ready to bounce. Okay, so if we get a bounce, I will see it as a technical rebound. Overall, the longer term perspective in euro dollar do suggest that we're going to see much lower prices going forward. Okay, and in sterling, we are also seeing the same thing. Market actually unfold in a three-wave decline, hitting a low of 126.16 overnight, and now we get a bit of a bounce. Again, this bounce is very, very tentative. We possibly could see another challenge of 128 levels in the short time, and let's see what happens. But basically, I think the overall picture also suggests lower prices going forward. In Aussie dollars, we can see that Aussie actually hit the bottom at just under just at the 0.64 half levels, missing my target by almost 50 pips here. So let's see if we're going to get a more robust reaction. If not, then I still maintain the possibility of a test of 0.64 before we see any kind of significant rebound. Okay, dollar yen is very, very robust. The market has been teasing and trying to test the limit to see where the Japanese authority is going to come in to intervene. So yesterday the market was actually tested at 145 early in the morning, and then it didn't quite managed to stay above it. It's only happened in the New York session where the price actually punched beyond 145 to as high as 145.57, and the market still remains elevated. Let's watch out for this, because this is going to be very, very hairy going into this bracket of prices. If the market can sense that there is no intervention, they may take the dollar yen a bit higher to 146 to even 148 levels. But again, I am not in favor of buying this currency pair, because the risk of intervention is really, really high, because the last time they intervened was in September last year, and that caused a massive drop in prices in dollar yen. So again, we do not want to be caught flat-footed by another intervention. Over in the dollar Canadian, we can see the prices in the dollar remains elevated, but again, this rebound here overnight to 134.80 does not look like it's going to seriously challenge the recent high of 135. So it could actually end up as a three-wave pullback, perhaps to even to test the 133.20 to 133 half levels. Okay, and do watch out for a temporary pullback. And over in energy prices, we can see the energies remains okay, somewhat supported. Where recent higher is $84.89. The lowest we traded last night was at $81.76. Okay, but it is still very much within the rising channel here. Unless prices break decisively below the rising channel bottom, we possibly will see prices sticking around this current level. If we do see a pullback, immediate target will be $78.70 thereabout, with a better price. If I can see a price going down to $76, even lower, I'll be a buyer and I will be an interested party. For in the meantime, we just wait. Over in the gold market, we can see that because the dollar strength remains very evident, precious metals could not rebound. In fact, last night we have a low here at 1,902 levels. Again, this is one of the lowest price we have seen in recent memories to retest the 1900 levels. Let's see what happens, because the June low is not very far away at $1,892.80. It could actually go for those levels, and we want to see the some kind of reaction. But just remember, short for the time being, if we do see a dollar pullback, that may cause the gold prices to actually rebound. So in the meantime, the rebound may not be very robust. I do expect some kind of resistance around the $1,918 to as high as $1,929. Okay, then possibly we can see further losses in gold market for now. Okay, and over in silver, it's the same thing. Silver remains very, very weak compared to, let's say, gold, for example. Yesterday we hit a target of $22.39. The low traded last night was $22.37. Again, we are not very far away from the June low of $22.11. If we do get a rebound, again, it's probably going to cap below $23.30. Do watch out for a technical rebound. And over in Bitcoin, we also saw some kind of a reaction. Market actually overshot my target range at 29,500, went up to a low at $29,358.50, and we see a bounce, and now currently market is trading just above the $29,775. Okay, the high so far traded overnight is 30,083. So again, we want to see a more robust reaction. Once we see the market takes out these 30,800 levels, that will be the first inkling that the market is getting ready to take off. Okay, so do watch out for a move to the upside. As far as I'm concerned, I'm maintaining a very positive outlook as far as Bitcoin is concerned. Do watch out. In the meantime, that's all I have for you. Now, do remember tonight we have retail sales number, and you do expect a very, very good number. So we have to position ahead of that number itself. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.